As we know, some of the squad are currently down under in Australia preparing for tomorrow morning's game against Tottenham. And then, of course, on Friday morning against the A-League All-Stars, we will have both games on Matchday Live. Full commentary of the games right here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Tomorrow morning, we start at 10:30 with a 10:45 kickoff. And then 7:50 a.m. on Friday morning with a 8:05 kickoff in the morning. So looking forward to doing them games for you. But as usual, the news doesn't stop with Newcastle United. So we'll take a look at all the breaking news today. And thank you very much for watching the Toon Review. My name is Paul, and this is the Daily News. If you do enjoy the show, please don't forget to give it the thumbs up. Very, very important for the channel that we keep those likes coming in. Now, Aaron Ramsdale has been the goalkeeper that has been mainly linked with Newcastle United within the last, fortnight, a month. But Arsenal seem to be asking an absolute arm and a leg for this goalkeeper. However, the other goalkeeper that has been linked with Newcastle quite a few times is Mamardashvili at Valencia. Now, the 23-year-old is expected to leave the Spanish club in the summer. Fabrizio Romano has reported this morning that Newcastle United very, very much hold a high interest in this goalkeeper. Eddie Howe is a big, big fan of him. He's 6'6". He's a giant of a man, and he would come with a hell of a reputation. Now, Newcastle are expected to offload Martin Dubravka this summer. Of course, Dubravka hasn't gone to Australia. He has stayed home. But I think Dubravka's made it quite clear he wants to leave. He wants to pursue first-team football, which, let's be honest, he's not going to get next season at Newcastle United. Now, they view Mamardashvili coming in. As I say, he's 23-year-old, so he'd be a hell of a competition for Nick Pope. But would Mamardashvili come to Newcastle United if he wasn't guaranteed to start as the #1 goalkeeper? I don't know. He's coming with a big reputation. For me, a bigger reputation than Nick Pope is right now. This is going to be interesting for me because I think Mamardashvili is a wonderful goalkeeper. I've seen many people mention him in the chat on some of our live shows as well. This guy is capable of being the #1 for many, many years at Newcastle United. He really is. Now, the transfer fee has been touted as around 35 million quid. Now, when you look at what Arsenal are wanting for Ramsdale, which depends which media report you believe, but it comes between 40 and 60 million pounds. 35 for Mamardashvili is just an incredible price, an absolute bargain of a price. Yes, it would eat a chunk of the transfer budget, but we desperately need to strengthen. We need two goalkeepers who are really top class. And if Nick Pope and Mamardashvili are there, he could rotate keepers at the end of the day because he's got two quality goalkeepers there. And it's an area where I think we need to strengthen. And Mamardashvili, I think, would be a fabulous, fabulous sign. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think this is the goalkeeper that we should be going for? Or are you a Ramsdale fan? Would you like to see Aaron Ramsdale come in? But for me, looking at the two goalkeepers and certainly the price, I think there's only one keeper there, and that's Mamardashvili for me. But like I said, We'll see what develops with that. But Romano is convinced that he will leave Valencia this summer now and be sold. And Newcastle United are in the race to sign him. And they have been scouting him many, many times this season. So there's a reason we scout these players, guys. If we're not interested in them, we wouldn't be scouting them. But it is known that Newcastle have scouted him several times already this season, which is quite exciting, I think, because at that sort of price, I'd say go for it, but we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Hopefully, we'll see what happens with that in due course. Now, what I did want to discuss as well is there's been another leak of the potential Adidas home kit for next season. It's up there on the screen now for you to have a look at. So let me know what you think of it. I'm still unsure, if I'm honest, guys. I really am. I'm not sure what to make of this shirt. We are known for our black and white stripes, and I know we've had replica shirts in the past where, you know, there's been, quite thick black and white with only a couple of stripes. But I think realistically, I'd like to see more stripes on the shirt. The big white gap on the back, I haven't got the back picture there to show you, but there is a patch of just plain white on the back. I'm not sure if I'm a fan. Now, when I first saw it, I thought this might grow on me. And I've seen this one now, and I'm still thinking, will it grow on me or not? I'm not so sure. But let me know what you think. Do you think that's would you like that to be our strip next season? It looks quite certain that is the strip. That's what I will say. So we are expecting, of course, an announcement from Newcastle United. A lot of clubs have already done their shirts for next season, and some of them are on sale already. But as usual, we're a little bit behind the ball with that. But I would expect an announcement coming from Adidas and Newcastle United very, very soon. But as usual, let me know what you think. Now, Bournemouth fans have been very, very complimentary about a potential Newcastle United signing, and that is centre-back Lloyd Kelly. Now, Kelly has come to the conclusion that Bournemouth isn't for him anymore. His contract's run out. He is now moving on. And if you believe what the media is saying at the moment, a lot of them are 95 to 100% certain that his destination is going to be Newcastle United. Now, we know that Lloyd Kelly has suffered from a few injuries this season. And when I saw this report this morning saying, oh, Bournemouth fans react to Lloyd Kelly's decision to leave, I thought, oh, they're gonna absolutely slate him on social media. It hasn't quite been like that, to be honest. And what their Bournemouth fans are saying should actually inspire Newcastle fans to get rather excited about this player. I'll just read a couple of the quotes from the Bournemouth fans. One said, sad to see him go. Hopefully one day he'll return back to us. Great player, will be missed big time. Another player with a cool, calm, collected head who never panics. Now, cool, calm and collective head is exactly what we need in the back line for Newcastle United, let's be honest. We've seen a few times this season where we've lost our heads a little bit. We've gone a bit wayward. We've made some mistakes. I'm not saying that's everybody, but a calm head who doesn't panic is something we could do with. Now, Lloyd Kelly, nobody knows. Is he going to be a starter at Newcastle if he signs? I don't know, because we've still got Sharon Botman there. Let's not forget that. Lascelles is also there. So it depends. But what it is going to give us is it's going to give us a tremendous depth at centre-back once everybody's fit. We know Botman and Lascelles won't be around till after Christmas, so we're a little bit on the skinny side of things. We don't know about Toon yet. He's still yet to make a decision. Apparently that's between Manchester United and Newcastle. We will just have to wait and see on that one as well. Another comment, Newcastle are getting one hell of a player in Lloyd Kelly. What a talent. Injuries have been an issue, but he'll be a tremendous asset for NUFC. Class act. Now, we spoke about his injuries. You know, that's been and gone. Hopefully, he can stay fit. And I say that hopefully in those, because you never know when Newcastle United deal with injuries, certainly with what's gone on this season. This one, a bit more in depth, this one. Lloyd Kelly, a fantastic Bournemouth servant, talented and versatile, but also solid as a rock. He will truly be missed at the club and is a real shame for him to leave for free. Lloyd's only worry is injuries, but hopefully he will have a luckier season. Lloyd's performances did not change or drop due to the situation of his contract, and that is a testament to him as a person and a professional sportsman. Kelly has all the intangibles to be a top defender at this level and potentially play for England one day. And you know what? That's a very, very sensible thing to say. Because, yeah, he's had his injuries. However, hopefully he'll be a bit luckier with them. And, you know, the fact that he's talking there of, his performances didn't drop, even though he knew he was leaving the club. And that, for me, is a true professional who doesn't sulk, doesn't say, oh, you know, I'm not going to see out the season, I'll just sit on the bench. He didn't do anything. He just got on with it. And the fact that he's saying there, you know, true professional and hopefully play for England one day. Isn't that what we want at Newcastle United? Somebody like that again? You know, we've got the likes of Livramento, Lewis Hall, Anthony Gordon, and now Lloyd Kelly potentially getting in the England squad. I mean, that would be incredible. Now, I know the England squad, as I record this, is about to be announced for the Euros, so I really don't know who's in it. I would assume Anthony Gordon will get there. But this is, of course, for future England squads. And that's what's going to excite me about this player. Another one said, Lloyd Kelly can hang his head high. He gave everything for the badge. And I hope wherever is next for him is successful. Will be hard to replace in the summer. So I'm really bigged up by what these Bournemouth fans have said about Lloyd Kelly, guys. I really am. I think this is a potentially a brilliant signing, considering we're getting him for nothing. And I know people will say about his injuries, but remember, he's a free transfer. We're not laying out millions of pounds for this player. He's on a free. So we're not really taking that big a risk when he's coming on a free transfer rather than spending 30, 40 million quid on an English centre-back. We're getting him for nothing, and I think that is where we've got to look at. So I'm really bigged up by all of this and excited about the signing now. Now, one final thing is another potential incoming to Newcastle United. It has been reported this morning we're interested in Pedro Neto from Wolves. Now, we have actually been linked with him in the past as well. I'm sure we've done transfer shows about him in the past. But his transfer fee is the one that's going to put a lot of doubts in people's head. Wolves are apparently asking for nigh on 60 million quid. Manchester City are also in the race to sign him. They are very interested in signing the player. But what concerns both sides who are interested in him is his injuries. Now, he missed 20 games this season, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, in both games against Newcastle United, he came off injured. So he's had a bad time with injuries again this season. But look, who hasn't? You look at the Premier League injuries this season, they've been absolutely mental, haven't they? You look down the clubs. I mean, I know we've had, it's been, you couldn't write a script for our injuries, but you look down the Premier League and there is a lot of injuries to a lot of players. So do we take that as gospel that he's injury prone? I don't know. But one thing I do know about Pedro Neto is he's a very, very exciting player to watch, and somebody that can cure our right-hand side like that when he plays. No doubt about it. Is he better than Murphy? Better than Almiron? Way above. He's leaps above. So I would love to see Pedro Neto at Newcastle, but 60 million quid, I mean, that's a lot of money to spruce out. Again, a lot of owners will be looking at the injury records of these players and saying, well, is this just a freak one-off season for everyone in the Premier League? Has everybody suffered injuries? Is that the problem? Do we gamble on somebody like this staying fit? So I don't know whether £60 million is what Wolves will get, or whoever does put in an official bid for him, whether they try and knock that price down, or maybe it's made up of bonuses and added on extras to the actual eventual fee. Who knows? But there you go. That is the news today. As usual, guys, let me know in the comments below all your thoughts on the issues that I've brought up today. If you have enjoyed the show, please do, as usual, give it the thumbs up. And, of course, if you're new to the channel and you've liked what you've seen, come and join us. It's a wonderful community here on the Toon Review. It is free to subscribe. Do hit the notification bell as well, so you never miss an upload, or you never miss when we schedule in our live shows as well. Our next live show is tonight. If you're watching this on the Tuesday, we've got a transfer show at 7 p.m. Tomorrow morning, we've got Matchday Live, Newcastle against Tottenham. And tomorrow night, we've got How Are the Lasses. It'll be the final show of the season for the Lasses, so we'll look back on their league win. Hopefully we'll get Aaron as guest on again, and we'll talk about what the future is for the Newcastle United women's team. So we've got loads coming up, and then the season review on Thursday night. It's packed out, guys. And then another match day live Friday morning. We've got everything coming up. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and you don't miss a thing. But in the meantime, have a wonderful Tuesday afternoon, and we'll see you soon. Take care.